As we begin the second week of Lent with this week's liturgy, we are presented with the tale of the two fathers. In the first reading, we hear of Abraham, and we need not be too sophisticated and look down our noses at what Abraham was about to do, sacrifice his son, thinking that was what God wanted. Because in his time, all the indigenous peoples of the earth thought that the way to worship God and to thank God for the gift of life was to give him back those things which kept life going. The fruits of the earth, the animals of the field, even giving back one's own progeny, who would keep the family going, the tribe alive, down through the generations. A mistaken notion, but it was the notion of the time. And so Abraham was willing to sacrifice his son, thinking this was what God wanted. In the gospel reading, we hear of another father who was willing to sacrifice his son for the welfare of his people, of his family. For Jesus came among us as the beloved Son of God, in order to incorporate us into the very family of God. And he, like Isaac, was willing to conform to what they thought was God's will in those days, but what Jesus knew was God's will in his day, the sacrificing of his life as an example of how to love others, even to death. We are the family of Jesus, we are the children of God, and we are called upon to keep going down through the generations this example of forgiving love which Jesus acted out in his own life and was rewarded by unending life by his resurrection. The tale of two fathers, the tale of two sons, is really our tale, because we are the body of Christ in our age. We are the body of Christ which needs to be laid upon the altar of service and care for others. That is why we are called the children of God, the brothers and sisters of Jesus. So let us take to heart the tale of the two fathers and the example of the two sons as we continue our Lenten journey, and examine ourselves on how well we have cared for our brothers and sisters, even to the point of giving up our lives.